Hello and welcome to multi-step equations. We've got our steps already written down. Simplify is the first one, which means use the distributive property and then collect like terms. So basically simplify each side of the expression. 2, we have eliminate terms by making 0. And 3, eliminate factors by making a 1. So let's try out our first problem. Build a fence so I can keep it balanced. I need to simplify, I can't. Eliminate terms by making a 0. Well, I don't want to get rid of the x term, so I'm going to get rid of the -5 term. Inverse of -5 is +5, so I add 5 to both sides. When I do that, I end up with 1/2 x is equal to 10 plus 5, which is 15. Now, I have a half times x, so the inverse of times is divide. So I could divide this by a half, but that gets pretty confusing. So instead, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. And the reciprocal of a half is 2/1. When I solve that, this becomes a 1, making 1, and I'm left with 1x, and 15 times 2 is 30. I could do a check, half times 30, half of 30 is 15, subtract 5, I do in fact get 10. All right, number 2, build my fence. I want to do 1, simplify by distributing and collecting like terms. There's nothing I'm distributing, but I do see something I can simplify on the right side of this equation. So I'm just going to rewrite my -4 equals, but what is 2x minus 9x? Yes, that is -7x. So all I did was collect like terms. They're on the same side of the variable, so I can just add them. All right, now I can't simplify anything else. I want to eliminate terms by making a 0. So I don't want to get rid of the x term, so I will get rid of the positive 17 term, which is subtract 17. All right, plus 17 to minus 17 makes 0, and I'm left with a -7x. I have -4 and -17, that adds up to a -21. I want to continue to get x by itself. I want to make this into 1x, so I'm going to divide by -7. Divide by -7, and I get 3 equals x. Excellent. Number 3, 2/5 x minus 1/5 x plus 9 equals -1. You pause, you try it, and then I'll come back and check and see how you did.
Every drop of rain that falls in Sahara Desert says it all. It's America.
Build our fence. Combine like terms, 2/5 x minus 1/5 x is 1/5 x plus 9 equals -1. I want to eliminate terms by making a 0, so I'm going to subtract 9, and I'm left with 1/5 x equals -10. I'm going to then multiply by the reciprocal, which is 5/1, multiply by 5/1, and I get x equals -50. Awesome.
Alright, back to some basics. Let's see, simplify. Well, I do have actually a distribute, so I'm going to start with distributing the 12 to the x and the 12 to the 3. So I have 4x plus 12x minus 36 equals 28. And can I simplify anything else on the right side? Or excuse me, left side of the equation? Yes, the 4x and 12x add up to 16x minus 36 equals 28. And now it's back to a simple two-step equation. I'm going to eliminate this term. So the inverse of minus 36 is plus 36. That makes 0. I'm left with 16x's. 28 and 36 is 64. All right. And then I'm going to divide by 16, and I get x equals. And if I don't know how to simplify, if I don't know how many times 16 goes in, I could always simplify this. Divide by 8/8, and I know that goes in 8 times, and I know that goes in twice, and now I know, oh, 8/2 I can simplify easy. 4. Thanks. Number 5. Let's build a fence. This side looks like I can simplify, so let's see. I can distribute a 5 or a -5? -5, good. So I want to distribute this whole thing here and here. So keep my 27 equals, I I have 2x, negative 5 times x is negative 5x, and negative 5 times negative 9 is positive 45. Can I simplify anything else? Yes, the 2x and negative 5x makes negative 3x plus 45. And now do I get rid of the negative 3 or the plus 45? The plus 45 by subtracting 45. Subtracting 45. This makes 0. I am now left with 27 minus 45. I have more negatives, but in case I wanted to do the actual calculation, I could always do and borrow and all that stuff and realize I have 18 and I have more negatives, so it's negative 18 equals negative 3x. I want to get x by itself. Last step, divide by negative 3 so that I will have 1x by itself. Negative 18 divided by negative 3 is a positive 6. All right, number 6, getting a little tricky. We've got a fraction, we've got distributive property. I could start by distributing 3/10, but then I see it's going to be pretty ugly. I'm going to end up with 3/10 x plus 6/10, and that doesn't simplify very nicely. So, just like usual, we do have a different technique we could do. Since this is 3/10 times all of this, what I can in fact do is instead get rid of the 3/10 first. And I would do so by either dividing by 3/10 or multiplying by the reciprocal. So what is the reciprocal of 3/10 is 10/3. So I'm going to multiply this side by 10/3 and this side by 10/3. And what I can see on the right side is the 10 simplify out to a 1 and the 3 simplify out to a 1. And it's because this is being multiplied by everything on that side I can do this. And I'm left with x plus 2. On the right, I'm going to make 12 over 1. And I see some more stuff I can simplify. 3 goes into 3 once, and 3 goes into 12 4 times. So I end up with 40. And now I only have one more step to get x by itself. I have instead plus 2. I'm going to subtract 2. And that makes 0. I'm left with an x by itself. And 40 minus 2 is 38. All right, pause. And it's time for you to try these.